Let's go! Let's go! I'm Dollar Bill, and welcome to this edition of SPiTBALLiN on the Let's Go Network. And you know where to find us. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. I mean, that's where you find us, right? Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. You know how I do it. No scripts, no nothing. Just my 50-year-old brain who's seen 40 years of football and shooting you straight, entertaining you, enlightening you, and putting a couple bucks in your pocket, hopefully. And hopefully you listen to me this weekend because we had a hell of a weekend. 9-1. Breaking down all the games. And probably in my biggest I told you so moment of the weekend. And I had a good weekend. Was the San Francisco 49ers going to snowy, frozen Green Bay and the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field and walking away with a 13-10 victory over Aaron Rodgers and the number one seed Packers. And, I want to give a shout out, as you know, I've said on other shows that my son, my youngest boy, plays on a select travel team here on Long Island. We are now at 11 years old. We're the 8th ranked team in the state, and I think we're about 150 national, which is a little too low. We're a little better than that. But be that as it may, very competitive here. Good kid on the team, big 49ers fan. And his father, who's now in the lead in the clubhouse for Father of the Year, was saying one of these days I'm going to get my man Gav to a game. We're thinking about Cincinnati. I'm thinking about going to Jacksonville. Well, he hit the mother load. Somehow this Father of the Year, who will remain nameless, and will remain nameless who he works for, somehow managed to get on a flight, private one, don't ask, got himself and his son an airline tickets to Green Bay, Wisconsin, to sit in 0-degree weather with his brand new Deebo Samuel shirt, sitting 7 rows behind the Packers bench, about the 30-yard line or so. I saw all the pictures, and listen, I know he spent some money on it, but you know what? They made a magical memory that those two will share for a lifetime. And kudos to him, and congratulations to Gav to seeing his team get to the NFC Championship game, the first time he's ever seen them live. So good for him. I hope they had a magical time, because listen, I had a magical time watching the game on TV. I said karma would come back and catch up with Aaron Rodgers, and lots of people thought I was crazy. I go on another show, and I'll give them a plug because they're good guys and it's a good show. They do a show on Facebook every Tuesday night called True to New York Sports, and it's True to New York Sports with Boogie and Lou. And let me tell you, they do a good job. I come on the show when I can, which is a lot. Good guys. It's a fun show to do. It's a fun listen, Those two guys really do a good job. And there's another 2 or 3 characters on the show that pop in. They do okay as well, but it's really about Boogie and Lou. And I told them on the show, and they all laughed. Aaron Rodgers usually chokes in the championship game where he's 1-5. I said karma's going to catch him, and he's going to catch him this week. Because when you're playing in the cold, you realize who wants to be playing football and who wants to be getting warm on the sideline. And you want to know if you're tough enough. The San Francisco 49ers, the San Giants. I wish I had baseball on the brain. The 49ers are the toughest team in football, physically, mentally. And Jimmy G, listen, not the greatest quarterback, except that he wins. He wins. 37-15, a 4-1 playoff record. Only blemish was a loss in the Super Bowl, playing with a bum shoulder and a bum hand. But you know what? It's better than Aaron Rodgers, who's going to win his second MVP in a row, playing with a bum heart and a bum soul. And karma caught his ass and sent him packing. And he may retire, he may not. The future is up in the air for the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. But it's not about him. It's about the 49ers. They gave up the lead. I mean, they got trounced in the first drive down the field and didn't give up an offensive play, a touchdown the rest of the way. They gave up 3 points the rest of the way. And I told the guys, I said, I thought this game would come down to special teams. And if it came down to it, I didn't think Mason Crosby could make a kick when it mattered. And I knew Robbie Gould could. Because Robbie Gould, before the other night, was 18 out of 18 in playoff games as a kicker. Meaning he was perfect on a team that is anything but. Their best running back is a wide receiver. Their future of the franchise sitting on the bench. Their starting quarterback is more regarded as a GQ model as opposed to a guy playing football. But, he doesn't have the greatest arm, and he doesn't do this, and he doesn't do that. Sounds very familiar to me. We all talk about what Jimmy G doesn't do. Jimmy G wins. And that team rallies behind him. And let me tell you, that game was a physical nightmare for all teams involved. San Francisco seemed like they kept losing offensive players in the second half. Kittle. And listen, Debo was hurt. He came in, it seemed like he came in, he gave one play, a positive play, 6 yards, 7 yards, 12 yards, went to the bench, warmed up for 2 minutes, almost like he took a shot of something to dull the pain, and then went back out there, gave you another good play, went back out again. Did that guy gut it out? Kittle gutted it out. That whole team gutted it out. That defense was on point. It got to Aaron Rodgers in the cold. They stuffed the running game for the most part. They out-bullied what the Green Bay Packers were supposed to do. All I heard all week was, the banged-up offensive line of the 49ers. They couldn't handle the pass rush. They couldn't handle the D. They couldn't do it. But they did. And they did it with special teams. Because Mason Crosby missed a kick, had it blocked. The San Francisco punter was awesome. Oh, yeah. And they blocked the punt for a touchdown. So, yes, Jimmy G did not score an offensive touchdown. But what he did do, he made just enough plays on a cold night in January in Lambeau Field where he got his team to the NFC Championship game. And when that ball was put down for my man Robbie Gould, he was as good as gold. 45 yards down the middle. When kicking a football seemed like kicking a rock might have been a better idea. They showed toughness. They showed everything. They showed why football is a great game and where talent isn't enough. Heart and dedication is what you need. And through 60 minutes, the San Francisco 49ers never held the lead except when it mattered. And goodness to Gav and his dad and everyone watching. Because not only did I tell you to take San Francisco, I was hoping for that line to go to 6. Went to 5.5. Didn't move it. But you know what? They won the game outright. And it was just another, and we thought that was going to be the game of the weekend. It probably comes in third. And think about how tremendous that game is. Lots of people like the points and everything like that. I'm a Giant fan from when, the Giants were good. Now the Giants don't score points on an 80-degree day. They score 9 points. 13-10 the final. The way football should be played. Congrats to all involved, And it's going to be hard. I always liked the 49ers all year. I thought they were a really good team. But I think my Rams, not really my Rams, but I think Matthew Stafford is a team of destiny, and somehow we'll find a way to beat San Francisco for the first time all year, because it's almost impossible to beat a team 3 times in a row in a year. I know my Giants did it to the Redskins back in '86, but this is not '86. Jimmy G ain't Phil Simms, and Matthew Stafford is ready to roll. But you know what? Kudos to my man, Jimmy G. Kudos to Debo and all those unsung heroes on defense who played their asses off. It's going to be a hell of a game Sunday. You know, someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. And we'll see if SoFi Stadium is San Francisco South once again. This time, I think things will be different. But as far as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are concerned, the Packers are in cap hell. Devontae Adams has a problem with a contract. And I think it's time that Aaron Rodgers moves on from the Packers. Now, does he retire? Does he leave? I don't know. But the future is very uncertain in Packerland because of Mr. Aaron Rodgers. And you know what? You kind of deserved it. Because karma's a bitch, Mr. Rodgers. This ain't your neighborhood. And now you can enjoy the game from the couch. That's it for this edition of SPiTBALLiN. You can join us on the Let's Go Network on Facebook and Twitter. And, of course, find us on YouTube and TikTok. Like and subscribe. We do a good show. You know how I do it. No scripts, no BS. Shoot you straight. Tell your friends all about it. This is Dollar Bill reminding you to make some common sense out of your sports and your life, and especially your football. Go enjoy it. Have a good week. We'll see you next time on SPiTBALLiN. Bye.